Dear students, today I will talk about osteoarthritis, a chronic degenerative disorder that primarily affects the joints. We will look into its symptoms, causes, diagnosis and treatment. Also in the end, I have discussed about the distinguishing features of osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, as both of these cause joint pain and destruction. Osteoarthritis is a degenerative joint disease characterized by the breakdown of cartilage, the smooth tissue that covers the ends of bones in a joint. This leads to pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. In this slide, you can see an illustration of normal knee joint versus a joint with osteoarthritic changes. The joint is inflamed, surface is eroded, and exposed with distorted and decreased joint space. Here, an affected hip joint is illustrated with reduced joint space. The cartilage covering the head of the femur is damaged and hence the bone underneath is exposed. Clinical features include pain in the joints that aggravates with activity and relieves with rest, stiffness usually in the morning or after prolonged sitting, tenderness is present and slight pressure on the joints may cause pain, loss of flexibility due to which range of the joint movement is affected. On moving the joint, there is grating or cracking sensation. Bone spurs are formed, which are extra bits of bone that form around the affected joint. Swelling occurs due to inflammation of the tissues around the joint. Now, what causes osteoarthritis? It is primarily caused by the wear and tear of cartilage over time. Predisposing factors include the risk increases with age. Previous injuries can lead to osteoarthritis. Excess weight puts additional stress on weight-bearing joints. Family history can increase risk. And repetitive stress on joints from certain jobs or sports may increase the risk. Diagnosis: checking for joint tenderness, swelling and range of motion, X-rays and MRI to assess joint damage, blood tests to rule out other types of arthritis. This is an X-ray of the hand of a 76-year-old female farmer. There were no symptoms or blood tests indicating rheumatoid arthritis or gout, conferring a diagnosis of osteoarthritis. The X-ray shows a gull-wing appearance of involved joints, thus being erosive osteoarthritis. Treatment: it includes medications such as pain relievers, NSAIDs and corticosteroids. Physiotherapy exercises help to improve the strength of muscles around the joint. Lifestyle changes such as weight management and low impact exercises. Surgical options include joint replacement or repair in severe cases. Differentiating osteoarthritis from rheumatoid arthritis is very important as the symptoms of these two conditions are very similar. Key differences are: OA is a degenerative joint disease due to wear and tear, whereas RA is an autoimmune disorder causing systemic inflammation. In OA, pain worsens with activity with brief morning stiffness, whereas in RA, there is prolonged morning stiffness lasting more than 30 minutes and there is symmetrical joint involvement. OA commonly affects weight-bearing joints, knees, hips, spine and hands. RA typically affects small joints, hand, wrists, feet, and can involve multiple joints symmetrically. In OA, the disease course is less pronounced and remains localized to affected joints. In RA, there is significant systemic inflammation. No specific blood markers are found in OA, whereas in RA, rheumatoid factor and anticyclic citrullinated peptide antibodies are found in serum. There is joint space narrowing and bone spurs are found in OA. In RA, erosions and joint space narrowing are seen on X-rays. To conclude, we can say that understanding the difference between OA and RA is crucial for accurate diagnosis and treatment. While OA is primarily a mechanical issue due to cartilage wear, RA is an autoimmune condition with systemic effects. Proper management of each condition involves tailored approaches to alleviate symptoms and improve quality of life. If you have any further questions or need more details, feel free to ask. Thank you for listening. If you like the video, make sure to drop a like. Let me know if you have any suggestions in the comments below. Also, recently I have published a book on general pathology lecture notes. It will be greatly beneficial for students wanting to quickly revise basic concepts of general pathology. The link is given below in the description, so please go and have a look.